First of 3 championship matches this week on the Animated Wrestling League. We're starting off our Golden Gauntlet with the AWL Joshi Tag Team Championship, a title that has not been properly defended this season, for which everybody at the AWL offices does apologize. But we are going to be giving a treat tonight. It's monsters versus robots, and I'm cheering for the monsters. Don't know about you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, one submission knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Championship.
Neko Musume from the realm of the yokai, and Wild Thing from Transylvania, and of course the mysterious witch that brought all these monsters together, the Manipulator, bringing up the rear. This is the #1 contender team. They defeated Usa-chan and Spring Tiger in a #1 contenders match not that long ago in order to earn this title shot. Or if you want to call it a championship opportunity, I suppose you can. There's technically nothing stopping you. But it's a title shot if you ask me. And while this entrance may be big and grand and ostentatious and involves some cult-like chanting, it does herald the arrival of one hell of a tag team. This season, Neko Musume has been the AWL Joshi singles champion. So she has the skill to be a champion. But can they wrestle, literally, the titles away from Dr. Jigoku and the Augments? Currently, the only gold the Augments have, the Joshi Tag Team titles. And there are no, I've been told there are no Augments in our Scramble match. Main event Friday for the AWL Intercontinental Championship. So it will be interesting to see where Dr. Jigoku goes in the future, as he has been, well, quite frankly, floundering as a manager, as a leader of a professional wrestling stable in the last season, really. There was a point where the Augments held all the gold. They held the they held the Grand Championship, they held the Men's Tag Team titles, the World Tag Team titles. They hold the Joshi titles. They held the New Year's Tournament Championship, currently around the waist of Aztec Kaiser Neo. They came closer than any team has ever come to simultaneously holding all gold in the Animated Wrestling League. No team, no faction, no stable, no unit has ever done that in the AWL. Many have come close, none have succeeded. And there you see them, the red leather belts of the Joshi division. With the exception of the color swap, identical to the World's Tag Team titles. This will be a one fall to a finish match with a 30-minute time limit. The title only changing hands on pinfall, submission, or referee's decision. We now go to ringside for the official introductions.
Introducing first the challengers, accompanied by the Manipulator, representing Monster Union, the Unholy Alliance. And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions. Tonight, making their second title defense, accompanied by their creator, Dr. Jigoku. Fighting out of the laboratory, the Augments. This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Babaganoush in charge.
Senior Official Joey Babaganoush ready for this. Is going to be the Werewolf versus the Giant Cyborg. And we're off. First of 3 title matches. The World's Tag Team titles will be defended tomorrow, and of course, main event Friday for the Intercontinental Championship, a 6-way Eliminator Scramble match 5 falls to a finish to determine the new Intercontinental Champion. And we already know one wrestler who will be in that match. It will be Hasaiki after winning Monday's Danger Zone Battle Royal. Hasaiki will have the opportunity to save himself from the career-threatening match in the finale, Batsu Mania. But that's enough about the men. Let's talk about the Joshi division. As the tag is made, in comes Koroshi Machine, the first female augment. And frankly, the fact that she's the... Oh, wait a minute! Modified, almost a bridging butterfly suplex, a modified ministerial suplex. But you can see the back paws of Wild Thing hitting the ropes on the way down. That is considered a rope break under the Animated Wrestling League system of rules. And therefore the pin invalidated. Tag Kogeki off of the red rope. Neko Musume coming down. And the high-flying, educated feet of Neko Musume will be a threat to the much larger robots. Oh, going for the kill shot early, perhaps? No. Koroshi Machine, the killer machine, taken off her feet by the dropkick. And Neko Musume, the fierce fighting feline, not going to be intimidated by much larger opponents. Ooh, double knees right to the back. We call this team the Unholy Alliance. Cats and dogs wrestling together. Mass hysteria. Am I officially old making Ghostbusters references? Yeah, I probably am. But you know what? It's iconic. I'm going to go with it. And we had a tag there. Back in now is Kaizo Beast. The cyborg. Kaizo Ningen. Cyborg Beast. A little cat scratch fever as the distraction, diverting the attention of the referee, but Neko Musume still with the opportunity for the perfect landing. Cats always land on their feet, and her feet always land on their head. That's a perfect landing. Immediate breakup by Koroshi Machine, and Wise. Kaizo Beast still on the ground, only now getting back to a vertical base. The referee takes some damage there. I don't think the referee saw the steel chair being slid into the ring by the diabolical Dr. Jigoku. Oh! Now I will point out both of these teams willing to bend, if not flat out break the rules here in the Animated Wrestling. Oh! Hard reset, control, alt, delete. And that could be an easy retention of the Joshi Tag Team titles. Here we go. 1, 2. And Neko Musume kicking out of her own volition. No assistance needed from Wild Thing, who seems to be fully recovered on the corner. And that's going to be a resource for Neko Musume. When she's ready to make the tag, it will be there. And look at that. She's having to lift her leg up to basically horizontal, perpendicular with the... Sorry, parallel with the canvas. As Kaizo Beast getting going for the... Oh! Brilliant counter to the Hurricanrana. A sit-out powerbomb, and Neko Musume needs to make a tag, and she needs to make it like 2 minutes ago. 26 minutes and change. We have extended time limits in title matches in the AWL in order to guarantee that we have no time limit draws, or at least to make it more likely. In fact, I don't remember the last time we had a time limit draw in a title match. Sit out power slam into the cover. 1. And all 4 women in the ring, the referee down. It's martial law, as they say. And I can't... She was the most recent Joshi champion, but I can't get over sometimes just how much smaller Neko Musume is than, say, Kaizo Beast. We've got a great variety of body types in both the men's and women's division here in the AWL. Going up, what do we... Oh! Uranagi! Uranagi possibly even the STO, Space Tornado Ogawa. Kick out by Wild Thing, now your legal combatant. The lycanthrope, the lethal lycanthrope.
5 minutes. 5 minutes plus.
And I will remind you, the wrestlers can hear those time calls as well as you and I can. I'm not entirely sure what language they speak in Transylvania, but I do know that Wild Thing does speak pretty good English. So she will have understood the time call there. Not sure how good her Japanese is, though. And a charging headbutt by the canine combatant. As Wild Thing looking for the Lycanthra Bomb. Perfect positioning. She's got it up. Lycanthra Bomb for the Joshi Tag Team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Dr. Jigoku is being ejected from ringside. So I really don't know what's keeping him. I don't know why he's doing that, really, because what's going to happen? His team gets disqualified, they keep the titles in that situation. But that would certainly bring down upon Dr. Jigoku the wrath of the AWL Commissioner. Pentagon Breaker by Kuroshi Machine. By the way, if you're wondering where all these cyborgs and these robots come from, many of them used to be trainees at the AWL dojo, but they, quite frankly, washed out. Physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever, they did not have what it takes to compete in the Animated Wrestling League. And there's the kill shot. So they took the cheap way. They had their bodies physically augmented to become AWL wrestlers. They are not actually employed by the Animated Wrestling League. They're on a private contract with Dr. Jigoku himself. We actually see a lot of that in the AWL. Manipulator also has private contracts with her monsters. 1, 2, the 360 DDT, 2.5. I think it was almost a breakup there. Oh, half and half suplex. Neko Musume crashes to the mat like a sack of potatoes. And this is now a 1-on-2 contest. Wild Thing versus both members of the Augments. There's the boot. What do we have here? Going back now, and twist of the arm, and a double knee drop. Now, I can't really call that a meteora because the opponent was prone on the ground, but still an impressive double knee strike by Kuroshi Machine. It really does seem to be upping her game lately, ever since forming this championship tag team with Kaizo Beast. It is possible that she realizes with Kaizo Beast in the mix, she's not the only representative in the Joshi division. Jigoku may not need her anymore. And there's trying to bite through the helmet, trying to maybe dent the intake valves there. I don't think that's a particularly good strategy by Wild Thing at this point. We don't know exactly what the Augments are made of, but it's an extremely tough material. And yeah, even the fangs of a werewolf don't really bite through metal horribly well. Crawling for the tag, and gets it! Ricky DeRobert on the outside. And there's the kick. Neko Musume, who still cannot be 100% after taking that hard fall to the outside. But she is going to try to bring this home for the team. Going for the flurry of offense, big boot out of the corner. Kaizo Beast, face first into the canvas. Into the cover, tag team titles on the line. 1, 2, 3, no! Neko Musume gets her shoulder up at 2.7, just before the final and fatal 3 count can be registered. This is for the youngest title in the AWL, the AWL Joshi Tag Team titles. Hard shot to the back. Right hand, half and half. I don't really think I've seen Kaizo Beast do that before, but she is definitely making use of it now. And knee strike. Minutes on the clock. Oh, and again, face first. Almost an inverted parallel DDT of some kind, but it's good enough to win. The Augments successfully retain the AWL Joshi Tag Team Championship.
Here are your winners, and still Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions, the Augments.
Well, congratulations. Tomorrow, the men try to follow that, and I do not envy them that position. That's been the AWL. Ashitamo Suzuku.